Hello everyone. So I have prepped my work and I fussy cutted all these images. I'm not sure how I'm going to put them on the page, and I might have to fussy cut others, but I want to put these on the side for now and start with the background. Now you might hear some saws going or hammering. I don't know if you noticed, but it's not the same tabletop. I am at the campground, and some neighbors are building, their decks for the summer and stuff like that. So I'm just hoping that with the background music I will add in editing and my own voice being closer to the microphone, that these noises won't be too bad. Because unfortunately I don't know how to take these sounds, out of the video. So here's hoping that it won't affect the overall effect of the video. Okay, so right now I will start by ripping randomly some papers. I want to do a, some sort of a vintage background. You know how I love those. And I don't want to complicate things. I just want to lay paper down and see where all of it takes me. So I'm thinking this right here already looks fabulous, so why not? Now the only thing I'm not sure is I do like to do the crumpling of the edges like that, and then I glue them for more dimension, if you will. So I think I'm going to try and do this because I do love it. I do think it adds, and even if it doesn't show in the end, because I don't know, let's say with everything I glue on top you just don't see it, at least I know that had it been different where you do see it, well then at least I did it, because I don't know as of right now where I'm going to glue these beautiful fussy cutted image. So yeah, and these beautiful images come from Marta's books. Oh my goodness, I am so in love with them. I know many of you are as well. And yes, I am making a journal, an art journaling page with them. But they're not only for that. I've created quite a few items for my junk journal, and it looks really nice. I really love it. So here I have book pages, I have music sheets, and regular coffee stain papers. I didn't bring a whole lot with me because I am at the campground, and I can't, clearly I cannot bring my studio, or believe me, I think I would. But I wanted to have things to craft with. I didn't want to be, stranded with nothing to craft. So I'm trying to see first, before I start gluing everything, where I want what. So I'm thinking something like this. And again, I'm not going to overthink, because a lot of it will be hidden by the fussy cutted image that I have. Oh, I like that here. Okay, there. Just something like, yeah. Maybe, oh yes, that would be nice. Yes, and I could crumple this edge right here as well. Why not? I like it. And yeah, something like that. So I will cut this part. This is too long. Just like that. So yes, me and my boy are here. He's playing something on his phone for now. Later he'll go see one of his friends. Yeah, I hear the hammering. I'm sure you can hear it too. I just hope it won't take away from our little crafting session. I would hope it doesn't, but I will only know that once I listen to my own video and I'm doing some editing. So I'm sure there would be a way, maybe if I was a professional at editing, to cut out background noises and such, but I am not that professional. So I don't know how. So I think this so far I like. Now I want to see what, how I'm going to do the other part. So I'm thinking, since this is already cut, and I'm thinking over like this, And where's that? I have two colors of music sheets, but I think I'm going to stay with the darker one because this one is lighter. I do like it, mind you, but I think for this, I want this to stay fairly neutral so it doesn't take away from whatever it is I'm going to do in the foreground. So I'm thinking something like, just trying to cover this part here. Something like that. And here maybe some more of the book page with the writing. How about that? Let's see. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I want to cover though all of, you know, I don't want any of the back, the white of the book, of my art journaling book. I mean, I'm just trying to see how this would look like. Maybe worst case I can patch things with, actually it's not only about patching, it adds some interest. Oh, I like that. Okay, so how about we start gluing? I think I will first start with my glue stick, and I will keep the clear gesso for later. So I'm trying to see what I have to glue first, so I stay in the order that I just created here. I think, see, that's the thing, I think this has to go first, doesn't it? Let me see. And then this. Okay, you know what I mean. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to do here. So yes, so that the papers, I'm just going to cut the excess here, just like that. Just rip it. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just art journaling. We're just having fun, and right now we're just gluing the background. I do like where this is going, so I'm going to do like that. Go. I think I forgot to glue a few pages together. I will do that before I keep going, just for adding some thickness and making sure that whatever liquid ends up on this page doesn't go through the other pages. There, I like that. This is nice. So let me see. Oh no, they're not really glued per se, just the edges from other works. I'm just going to apply some glue here and make it double at least. It is quite thick. I'm fairly certain it'd be fine, but I do like to use 2 pages at least, sometimes even 3, just like that. There, that should be fine. Perfect. Okay, let's keep gluing. So what piece did I say? Was it this one? Yes, I think it was, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, wait, yes, this goes over and this goes maybe even over, like so. Yes, and then I could crumple the edges, and then I said maybe this one, and then this one could be over or under, I'm not sure, like this maybe. Yeah, that, let me see on the screen. Sometimes it's better for me to look on the camera. Yeah, I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it at all. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one then. Okay, so this is the next one. Yeah, so camping season has started for us, so we spend the weekends here, and then of course throughout the summer then we can come for, you know, 3-4 days in a row, and then we go back home because we do have cats that, you know, they're together. They're not lonely or anything, but I do need to go check on them and make sure everything's okay. And I mean, they keep each other company in a cat's way of keeping each other company, so they fight, but good fighting, you know. Keeps them doing like some exercise of some sort. So I do bring one of them here sometimes as well, but then I don't stay too long because I don't want the other one to be alone. So we manage this way. Yeah. So camping season means also the journal making is only when I'm home. So what I can do here usually is I would paint. But since now Marta from Maremi Small Art has gotten her collage books out, I feel extremely inspired. Plus, it gives me an opportunity to be able to craft when I'm at the campground, which is very difficult because you need so many things when you make journals. I mean, you see me reach out on my desk when I'm home in my studio for all kinds of items that I need. I can't do this here. I just can't. And even bringing just a few of each, the only thing that happens is usually the thing I didn't bring is the thing I want or the thing that would go on my project. So I just end up being tiny bit frustrated, and it's like, no, 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 no. So no, I prefer doing this. This will be better. This will be better. It gives me, it makes me also practice art journaling and painting. And it's very useful to practice art journaling because it just sparks creativity. So if you're somebody that only does art journaling, then that's good for you. But if you're somebody like me that does other crafts, sometimes switching it up, as they say, is just what you need to get creative in the other areas that you usually craft in. It's just a question of playing with your papers and textures and colors and such. It just really makes you think of other things you might do. Just the same as when you watch a video of somebody else, a lot of times I realize, like I'll be watching, I don't know, somebody paint, right? It has nothing to do with journal. I'm just watching somebody paint. And because I watched somebody paint, now I got to go downstairs and craft and do something because now I'm all, excited about creating. So that's what I mean by, it sparks creativity and it makes you want to do something else. It's really good. I don't know why. I think I like this right there. I like the color. Or maybe, oh, it's longer than I thought. That's even better. Because I was going to say, oh, I love this color. I wish I had it for here. Well, now I do. So, there you go. Yes, I like it. And again, like I said, we're trying not to complicate our lives here because I will have all these beautiful elements I fussy cut it to go over. So, I think it's going to be gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. There we go. Okay, so now I think this piece right here, and then no, I thought it was a music. I thought it was music somewhere. I think I've missed a piece here, huh? Yes, this one. I just found it. It doesn't matter. I'll add it somewhere. Maybe here. Oh yeah, something like that. Okay, that's fine. It's all good. But yeah, I did when you move things around, you always think, oh, I'll remember where it goes, and first thing you know, no, you don't remember. That's not where you placed it. It happens all the time. Some people take picture of, they'll create the image they think they want, and then they'll take a picture of it and reference to it once they have to take everything out to glue. And clearly I don't do that. I'm just hoping remember, and of course I do not, because I get in the kitchen and I don't even know why I'm there. So don't ask me to remember the placement of my papers. Okay, there we go. My son must be thinking, oh my goodness, here she goes chatting. How does she do it? He's smiling, shaking his head. No, I'm not. He knows me. He's been around me. Okay, how about I just want to, echo this, even like I said, if it might be hidden, most of it. I still think it's important. Yes, you know what? I like it right there. So why don't we just do that? The only thing I'm realizing now is I didn't bring any white gesso. And sometimes I do like to use it to kind of erase the edges of the paper so it seems seamless. I think that's how I want to express it. Oops, I forgot to rough up the edges here, so let me just do that before everything is glued down, just like that. Oh, I do hope he's done building. I mean, I understand because most of us are, well, people around me are all seasonal. There's also the one-nighters, the people that just come to, to do some camping for a night and then they keep traveling. We are seasonal here, so we have all our friends. It's like a cottage, really. Soon I'll just give you a tour of my trailer there, and the trailer, and I'll show you the campground if that's something you're curious about. Just wondering, maybe a little piece here. Just going to rough up the edges. Then we're going to move to the adding of our elements, which I think will be lovely. I don't know if I should put, I think I'll put the gesso once the other elements are put in though, because I know I will do some shading and I wouldn't want the elements to get all wet and such. That's my phone, my son's phone. Maybe his friend. Yep, he's leaving. Bye. Okay, so maybe here, or maybe, oh, maybe right here. I like it right there. See? You have to play around. That's the beauty. So you probably heard the trailer door. It's a little loud. Sorry. I usually do not like to have my trailer door closed. Even if it's chilly, then I'll have a little heater going. I don't know, because it's already small, and I don't know, it's not a big trailer, by the way, that I have. But since it's always mostly just me and Liam, then, I mean, I don't need anything else really, right? So I feel that this is too beigey. I don't know about this, but again, we're going to add, our elements. But, oh, I do like that. Oh, that's perfect. Let me just cut the excess here. Just like that. Oh, maybe a little. There. Oh, yes. Oh, that's perfect. That's what it was missing. It was just a little too beigey. There. Now, I'm not sure what other books Marta has in mind. I know that there's, I think, 7 now, if I'm not mistaken, as we speak right now. I don't know if she's making one with like maybe buildings, like houses and doors and windows, because I know she likes to use those in her crafts, so that would be lovely. But I can't say. I'm not sure. How about a tiny bit here, or is it too much, or am I just, I don't know. How about another piece of this right here? What does this look like? I don't like the angle. I hope in editing I'm not too disappointed at, to see how the image was overall. Like I said, this is only, this is not my usual lighting either. This is, all I have here today is one, I'm just trying to see if it be, what was I going to say? One ring light on which my phone is clamped, and that's it. So I don't know. Like I said, I won't know until I'm editing. Hopefully you won't mind it too much. Like now everything's beige, so that's kind of boring. It won't be like that the whole way though. How about one piece like this? Although I'm not even sure we're going to see it because I don't know where I'm going to put the pieces yet, so we'll see. I just fussy cutted a whole bunch of beautiful images, and then I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to do the background first and then let myself be guided by the fussy cutting. Okay, I think this is really nice. Let me see. I'm going to try and show you. I think this is really nice. So I decided to use one of her gorgeous, beautiful little fairies. Look at her. She's so pretty. And I am careful when I cut the hair because I think, look at this. It's beautiful. And I like to make stories when I fussy cut images like those. And I saw him, this gorgeous bird. I mean, look at him. Oh, I love everything. I love the colors. I love everything about it. So gorgeous. And I like to make stories. So because she's small, because she's a fairy, for me it's like she's walking in the forest and she encounters this bird, and she's got this little look of curiosity and a tiny bit of worry because, well, she is puny, but you know, he's friendly guy. Nothing bad is going to happen, but you know, she's just being careful. She's walking all alone in the forest. Oh, I forgot to glue this. I said it looked good, but then I didn't glue it. Let me just glue it. Hold on. Or did I say that? Or did I say I didn't need to add it? Anyways, it's going to be added. Yeah, so I make stories when I when I art journal. I think it's cute to have a story. So she's walking in the forest. It's a magical place to be. So this one I think was on the edge of the page. So I thought, well, if it's on the edge of the page here, then it's perfect, isn't it? So the question is, am I going to cut the stem and like glue it lower here? We shall see. For now, I'll pretend it's going to go there. I think it would be nice. Now I might move it. I have other flowers. I think she should be right here. Oh, yes. This is okay. You know what? I don't like the angle. What could I put underneath that will still allow me to create properly? Hold on. Okay, so I put my other art journal. I think this gives you a little better of an angle. Hopefully. Where did I put my other fussy cut it? Okay. I got this one and I wasn't sure, you know, where to put it. Oh, this is nice. This is also very nice. Ooh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have these as well. Or maybe this one here. Oh my goodness, hold on now. Ah! Okay, hold on. Let's see again. Let's pretend we put this here. I did like this one here, but I feel that this and the fairy is too similar in color, whereas I find the fairy pop a little more with the blue flower, and he's pretty dark, so I don't know, maybe it's me. Let's see, does it fit here? Would it look nice? Oh, I'm not disliking this. What about, see, if this was a different angle. No, see, I don't like it because it goes this way. I would need it to go that way. No. How about hold on. That's actually not bad, but I don't know. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure this out. Oh, maybe like this? I would just cut this off. I like that. I think I like it. And what about this one? Now the stems, like, they're always optional in my world. So for now I leave them, and once I glue, if I decide it goes, then we'll just cut it. Like something like, well, of course I wouldn't hide the bird like this. I'm just trying to see where it would look nice. So let's see if it fits our story. So she's walking in the forest. She's a puny, tiny little cutie. And she's just being, you know, careful. She's looking at him, but you can see it in his eyes. He's a good bird. He's gonna help her out. You know what? Let's glue this there. Okay, let's glue this there. So now I just want to figure how much of this I have to cut. So I'm just gonna fold it over the page like this and just cut the excess. That should be nice. That's pretty easy. There. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. Oh, okay. I don't know why I feel like today I'm having a tiny bit of trouble coming up with conversation. for some reason. Yeah. I thought I had a whole lot of things to say, but now I'm like, come on, Chantal. Say something. I'm trying. Okay. Oh, yes. I actually should have moved it up a tiny bit, but now I'm sure it's glued. Is it? Is it? Is it? Ah, okay. Let's see. Because I want to see the most of the flower. Let me see if it still looks good. Yes, better. Much better. Okay. So yes, I'll chit chat. I'll find something to say. So summer is coming soon. Summer meaning that's when I stop working, because I work for a school. So we have summers off. And I think I will take this summer for, how can I express it? Maybe some healing, if that makes sense. I just feel I need to refocus. Again, I might not be using the best of English here. Sometimes where emotions are concerned, we're always better off in our own language when it comes to, I find, emotions and such. I'm just really tired. And I know I've said that a few times in my videos. I hope you don't find this depressing. I mean, we all get tired. It's not about, being depressed or anything. Not that there's anything wrong either. I'm not going to shame anyone for feeling depressed or burned out or anything like that. But I do feel I need some more take care of myself time, if I can put it this way. Because all through the year, we take care of everything, the house, children, pets, groceries, laundry, work, and my channel. And it just really feels I need to replenish and refill my own batteries. I should have moved it a tiny bit. I don't like that the tip of the tail is hanging out. I don't know if it's glued yet. Let's see. So far I've been lucky. Eventually I won't be lucky. Oh, I am. So yes, I think I need to recharge my batteries is what I think the expression I'm looking for. And then in the fall, I intend on, I don't know, maybe finding a way to take care of myself a little more. Yeah. With aging, especially when you're close to menopause or on the way to, what happens is your body changes. A lot of things change, actually. And I put on a bit of weight. Again, not shaming anyone. There's nothing wrong. But personally, for me, it's not very comfortable because I'm not used to that. So I think in the fall, or maybe in the summer, depending on, if things are going great and I have time to do the self-care and such, of course I will do it. But I'm not going to stress myself about it in the summer is what I'm trying to say. I want to take the summer to, feel good and have fun and do activities without, stressing myself about eating better and this and that. Not that I'm going to throw myself in junk food either, but if I want to have an ice cream or a hot dog, I'm going to have an ice cream or a hot dog is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I want to take better care of myself. This last year I haven't, because my mind wasn't ready for it. It takes emotional energy, if I can express it this way, to take care of yourself, because I have a saying that says happy people do happy things. Not that I'm unhappy, that's not what I mean, but when you're at the top of your game, as they say, you have the energy to cook more, because eating well a lot of times will require more cooking and more food prepping and such, right? And you'll be in the right mindset to go have long walks or run or go to the gym or whatever it is that you do for your physical well-being. But when you are, and again, it's not unhappy the word I'm looking for, but when you're just empty, running on empty, I should say. Well, you know, taking care of those types of things is the last thing on your list because you don't have the energy anymore. So instead of hoping I'll get the energy, I will create an environment for myself in my head, in my heart, to have that energy left for myself. And maybe also reorganize how I do things, right? So I don't know. Let me ask you. Maybe you have. Maybe first of all, you know what I'm talking about. If you're at that point in your life where things are changing, maybe you have developed some tricks to, you know, how can I say, um, understand who you are becoming, because there's different, you know, stages in our lives. Now I'm talking and I'm pretending that this is a all woman audience. I know there's some man crafters out there. So, well, if you have wives, gentlemen, this is the time to listen. But for those of you who are ladies, you know, our bodies and our mindset change with time. And I'm wondering, do you have any tricks? What fills your battery when you feel drained? You know, what recharges you? Is it a walk in nature? Is it to change your diet? For some people, it is to change their diet for, you know, maybe not forever, but for a period of time where, you know, it recharges or it resets. You know, that reset button sometimes we hear about. Maybe you do something like that, right? So I would like. Today we are. What day are we? Saturday. And last night I was talking to a friend. You know, via, not on phone, but we were like sending each other voice messages, and she was talking about how, you know, well, first that she understands, you know, what I meant, but how she got, you know, back into shape. I don't want to say that because it would imply that she was in shape before. That's not what I mean, but to her liking, let's say, in a better physical space. And for her, it was, you know, upping her protein intake so that your meals are making you feel full. And, you know, when you want to indulge in sweets, of course you can. You can't restrict yourself all the time. But, you know, instead of opening a box of cookies and putting it on the table with your tea, and then first thing you know, you ate 5 cookies, you take 2 out. You know what I mean? And you just have your cookies and your tea, and then you're done because the box of cookies is not open in front of you. And I've overindulged because I'm sure I'm not the only one. I eat my emotions. So when my emotions were, I'm tired, then in went the cookies, or actually, I'm not a cookie eater. I'm an ice cream eater. Oh my goodness. Which also brings me to my next question. What is your guilty pleasures? Is it chips or crisps, as some of you call them, or potato chips for others? Is it chocolate, cookies, ice cream, French fries, junk food? What is your guilty pleasure? Mine is ice cream. I cannot have enough. I can't. I can't have enough. Okay, so all this long explanation to say that this summer is going to be a summer of, like I said, I say healing, but it's not like I'm broken or anything. Don't get me wrong, but healing nonetheless, right? Just reevaluating some of the things I've done or how I do things that, you know, get me to be so tired, and finding a better way. You know, there's nothing wrong with reassessing your situation and say, okay, you know what? This is not working for me anymore. I need more help doing this. I'm going to delegate for that. And, you know, maybe reserve Sundays for food prep, which I've done before. It worked really well. But again, this year was just, I think this year was a fail. let's just say it like that. This year was a fail. Now, when I say year, you might think, okay, we're just in May. What is she talking about? But when I say year, for me, it's the school year, right? Because I start working in September. And so for me, a year, if you will, reflects more of the school year. Because once the school year starts, if I don't have a well-established system, everything goes down the drain, right? So, okay, so let me look at this. I really think I like where this is going. I like the little story behind it. And of course, I'm going to find words to put. But now I think it's time for the clear gesso. Okay, so I forgot to bring any kind of paintbrush to apply my gesso. Sadness. So, thank goodness I had water brushes. So of course I emptied the water and tried to dry the brush as much as I can because I wouldn't want to wet my page. And I will apply the gesso with this and we will be just fine. So also I think I don't know. Yes, hold on. I just want to see if the angle, I think my angle is not great, but again, I apologize. This is, oh, you know what I'm going to do though? That's another thing I might do. Because I know I'm going to craft at the campground a lot, and most of them will be painting or art journaling, then I'll try and see if I have something more permanent to, like I do have like some sort of a table easel. Now, of course, I wouldn't want it to, you know, be too straight up because then I won't be able to film or craft. But yeah, I think I can find a way. Now, I don't know why this gesso seems to be purling more than sticking to the paper, and I'm worried it's because I still had some kind of wetness on my brush, because I can see here it's purling. It might take better on the paper rather than the decoupage paper. I don't know, but I'm going to keep going until I know there's gesso everywhere. So you're wondering what I'm doing right now. I'm just stirring the gesso. It tends to separate, I find, when you don't use it for a little while. I don't know. Is it just maybe the brand I'm using? What do you think? Or is it normal? I really have no idea. Maybe you do. Maybe you've been using gesso a lot and you know. So we'll see. So yeah, I think now it's going well. I think there was maybe just a tad of water. Oh yeah, because it's not purling anymore. It's just at the beginning. I think my brush still had some water and now it's just mostly gesso, so it's not purling anymore. That's okay. I'll just do it again here in the corner. That's no biggie. So there we go. So I don't know if any of you have summer vacation plans. I personally will go see my parents back in Quebec. They live in the mountains. It's about, I would say, an hour and a half, 2 hours up from Montreal in the north. So yeah, I can't wait. We're only going there in August. And before that, my son has a chess tournament coming up soon. My 14-year-old plays chess. He's pretty good. Frankly, for somebody who was self-taught, he has a rating. He hasn't played a whole lot, so his rating is still not maybe reflective of what he's capable of. But when you're part of the Canadian Chess Federation or something like that, I don't remember the name, he's 1304. So for any of you chess lovers out there, maybe you know what this rating means. But he's a 14-year-old self-taught and he's only been playing 2 years, so it's actually pretty good. And he's doing well because when he plays on in his chess club, he plays against a man in particular who's, I don't know, in the 2000 rating. And no, he doesn't always win. He has, but he's close. Like he can stand his ground, if I can say, against somebody that has a much higher rating. So no, he's doing well. And so yeah, I take him to his chess tournament. That's a whole weekend thing because it's far from home. It's, I don't know, maybe a 5-hour drive. And we stay overnight, obviously, for it's the whole weekend, right? So, and then he'll have a soccer intensive camp, training camp in July. And other than that, well, we'll go hiking and the beach and be at the campground, obviously. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I have to go dry this. I'm just lifting it up so that you can see without the reflection, because now the gesso is still wet, so it's very shiny. So I'll dry this and I'll come right back. Okay, so this is dry. I'm just going to push this aside to show you my emergency little my emergency craft bag. It's not a craft, actually, it's an emergency painting bag. I know I'm not normal. You'll see why I say I'm not normal. I made these mini books. I don't know if you remember. Some of you do, because I also had a series called, I think, Mini Crafts in Mini Book. And I also made myself a mini watercolor book. And I've just, you know, paint. I love this. Art is chaos taking shape. I think that is absolutely true. And I just do mini paintings just for fun. Just when I don't have a whole lot of time, but I feel the need to paint something. So anyways, I have this, and the reason I'm showing this is because that's where I hide some of my Inktense pencil, and I'm looking for my favorite, which is bark. Now, this was the first set I purchased because I have the whole big set in a wooden box, which also contains my second favorite color, which is Payne's Gray. I don't think it has it in this. No, it doesn't. This one, I think it was the 24 color metal. It comes in a metallic box, 24, and it doesn't have Payne's Gray, which is one of my favorite colors. Because it's dark, but it has a blue tint, if you will. And oh my goodness, I really love it. But yeah, I was just going to show you this while I took my favorite shading Inktense color, which is bark, because it's dark brown, but it's kind of muddy. I don't know, I just love it. I also have a few of these are brushes, right? You know, it's like watercolor brush pens there. And I have a lot of them, but I only brought a few. Oh my goodness, look at that. I did have a paintbrush. Anyways. But yes, I have all kinds of things here. I even have, like, which I might use in this project, so I will take this out. I have a few items, let's say, to help me in case of emergency need to paint. So yes, I have all kinds. I have everything you can think of in here: eraser, pencil, sharpener. So that's how I found the brush to help me with the gesso, actually. So yes, I create myself these little emergency craft pouches when you know you need to craft. Absolutely, you need to do something. Okay, let's get back to our project. Also, I mean, while I'm going to do the shading, I also have you're going to start thinking she is seriously nuts. I have these emergency little, now these are watercolor. I have nothing against them, okay? They're just not my favorite necessarily. Just because I have many, and you know, we all develop our favorite things, but I do like a lot of the colors. So what I've decided to do is I keep them here at the trailer, or if I have doubles, so I left this one here because I have some at home. I have the bigger size of everything. So now I'm thinking, I have gold. I might put some gold in this page. Now, I don't know if it will show as much as, I don't know if you saw the page I made where, hold on, this is going to make noise, hold on. Okay. Where I put some real gold flakes everywhere. It was so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to try and put some gold on this too. So yes, I'm the kind of person that can't just, you know, leave and go to the campground with not even a possibility or a shadow of hope to paint or craft, because then no, I just can't. Now, what I love about these Inktense is because you can choose to whether you want to take your wet paintbrush and put it on the tip and use that for painting, or you just want to put the color first and then go around with your brush. It's the same thing, but it just really depends on what you prefer. I like doing this even when I paint with them. Sometimes I will pretty much color the whole thing, or at least the layer, the how can I say, the base layer of the color, because sometimes you want to go back later on to add more depth and make your colors darker. But I will sometimes lay down the first, you know, color. I'm trying to see if there's a better angle for you not to have so much shine. Okay. And yeah, I will just lay the color down, and almost like I'm coloring in a coloring book, really. And yeah, I really love it. Now they are different. I've said that before. They are different than watercolor because when they dry, you can't really move the pigment around anymore. You can't lift the paint if you made a mistake. So you just gotta be, you know, mindful of that. That whatever you do with them, make sure that's what you want, because, you know, correct it as soon as you realize, oh, I made a mistake. Don't wait, because you won't be able to later on, is what I mean. The paint doesn't lift. Oh, I like that. See how just that adds a lot. I will go back for a little darker effect. I'm just wondering if, I know I'm annoying. I'm annoying. Not annoying, but it keeps bugging me to see if the white would do a difference here. Let me just try some white here, just as if the light was coming from over there, and see once I wet it if it actually becomes whiter. If not, I can use my acrylic. No, because the white in the Inktense actually works, but this is too beige, it won't show. So let me see. Now the problem is, once I try with these, I won't be able to undo, because these are paint markers, right? But I still want to try. I'm just realizing, oops, sorry. I'm just realizing I also brought my full set of Inktense, in which I hide a perfect white gel pen that maybe I should use rather than this. But it's almost as if now I have it in my hands and I'm becoming a tad lazy. Just a tad. But I don't know, I just want to see. Okay, I think this was too much right here on top of the beak. Just that too much there. I don't know, what do you think? Am I making a mistake here? Just a tiny bit of, not everywhere, just, I don't know, just as if there was a little bit of light. Just in certain spots, not everywhere, because the rest will be with the bark, right? Just to see. I'm not disliking it, actually. The only thing is, I don't feel it flows very well. Now it's too much, I think. But I'm just gonna put a tiny bit here. The rest will be in bark. Just adding a tiny bit of light. Maybe here around her head. Yeah, this is not flowing the right way. And then it's too much. I don't appreciate that too much. Yeah, no, Ah, now I'm almost regretting it just because of the trouble it's giving me. But I'm not going to use it for very long, so we're almost done. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not what I had envisioned. But it's okay, because once I'm all done, the overall look will still be very good. So I'm not too worried. There. Just a little bit. Just some light. Oh my goodness, if this would flow better. I should have gotten up and opened my paint case, my wooden paint case of Inktense, and just grabbed my gel pen. But I was too lazy, and now I'm dealing with this one. There, just some light here, and then I will do the shading with the bark. Just right here. Just to make them stand out from the beige background. I mean, the bark will do the job as well, obviously. But just to give a sense of where the light is coming from, maybe on top here. Although I usually darken the corner of my pages, so we'll see. Okay, I'm going to continue with the bark. I really, really love the effect of the bark. It's perfect color, especially in this specific project here with the mushrooms. Oh, lovely. For those of you who think the fairy might look a little different from the rest or less colorful, that's because it was a freebie page that Marta gave us while she was crafting, because not everybody has the books, not everybody has received them if they've ordered them, and like me, I don't have the book of fairies, but I'm telling you, I've crafted with 2 of the fairies so far. One came as a bonus page, I think, and yeah, this one I printed on my printer, so that's why the colors might not be as vivid. So for those of you who think, well, that's the fairies, not, no, you might think it's not great, but that's because it's printed on, you know, XYZ paper on my printer. It's not how they are. They would be as vivid as everything else she's done. This is just because I printed it myself. And I mean, it was still beautiful. It's just when color is coming out of a printer and then you put some liquid, it might dull the colors a little bit, if I can say it this way. So, but no, in reality, there's no, in her books, the colors are not dull at all. They're absolutely gorgeous. There. Okay, where else? I'm gonna put some shadow just here. Like I said, you don't have to go like this. You could also just put the paint directly on your paintbrush. I just like to go around the way I'm doing right now. Take my time. Yeah, if you have plans for the summer, let me know what they are. Maybe it'll give me some ideas. Unless, I mean, we don't live in the same place, obviously, so, but just for fun, just to hear what your projects are. I love to hear about what you do and where you're from, obviously. That's always fun to know. And what your projects are. Are you, like, you know, having a solo vacation? Are you going with a spouse or a whole family? Or are you doing a staycation? Don't think staycations are not good. They are good. They really are. I know, because I've had some. And it's fabulous. Oh my goodness, you rest so much. It's absolutely great. There's nothing wrong with staycation. You know, staycation meaning you stay home. Oh, you can do all kinds of mini things. And sometimes it even gives you the opportunity to revisit your own city or town, depending on where you live, and realize, oh, you know what? I live here for 20 years. I've never been to this restaurant, or I've never, you know, seen this this art gallery or something, right? So I find that staycation can be about that as well. And then instead of paying, you know, money for airfare or hotels, I don't know, you get yourself a spa day, or buy yourself a present you've you know, been putting off. There's all kinds of good reason to have a staycation. I find there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I've done it and it felt good. You come back fully rested, because let's not kid ourselves. Vacations are fun, but it can be very tiring too. It's a good tire, you'll say, but still, sometimes you come home to rest after a vacation. Okay, I think she needs some shading. There. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Now I'm taking my time because lately I found myself worried that, well, I got paint on my fingers. Why am I not surprised? I started getting worried that you'd be, oh, that's why, that you'd be bored. I was worried to bore you because my videos would be too long. But at the same time, if you're like me, I really love to listen while I craft myself, because not every craft I make goes on a video. So I have projects that don't make it to video because they're, I don't know, it could be a special order, or I'm just practicing something. And listening to somebody else craft while I'm doing it, I love it because it makes me, it's like you're crafting with somebody. You have a crafting buddy. And so I thought, well, there's always the possibility of you jumping over the parts of the video that interests you less, let's say. Or if you want to know more about the shading, or you don't want to see me put the gesso and listen to my chit chats, then you can always fast forward it. But I thought, I'm going to start to just relax and be myself a little more, instead of being something I think you want. Because in the end, you can only be yourself. That's the only sustainable thing. Trying to be something else is not sustainable, right? Because you get, yourself will want to come back. I'm not saying that I'm not myself in the videos that I make shorter. That's not it. I'm always myself. I can't help it. But I just don't want to limit, myself based on what I think should be. Now, of course, there's always the thing where you wonder, am I going to get enough views? Is this interesting? But it is interesting for some people, and it's not for others, and that's absolutely normal. I cannot please everyone. That's impossible, and I'm okay with that. But I want to have fun. I want to have fun while I craft. So I think the best way is just to be myself, right? And just keep it to what I know, which is taking my time. And yes, there'll still be videos where I fast forward things because that's how I felt that day. But on the days where I don't feel like fast forward things, then that's what I'm going to do instead of forcing myself to fast forward. So some days I feel like, you know what? I don't feel like chatting. I have nothing to say. I will just make a fast forward video and do some voiceover, and that'll be it. And that's fine. But on the days where I do want to chat, I'm not going to worry about, if I don't have anything special to say, like today. I was just rambling the whole time. Oh, I say I'm not going to worry, but at the same time, as I say that, I'm thinking in my head, oh, I hope, they didn't mind all the chatting. Well, this is a crafting session, and if you have beautiful papers, whatever they are, and you decided to jump in and craft with me, that's even better. And then, we're less alone, because sometimes artists, we are alone, whether it's by necessity because we need to concentrate, or just because there's nobody else around us. We don't all live in a community where there's a lot of crafters, right? So it's fun we kind of make our own crafting community, if you will. And I think that's fun too. I think this I'll darken even more because it's really in the dark, if you will. And I like that there's a little bit more darkness there. Since it's a little empty, I'm thinking this will be really nice. Now, I'm realizing this video is lasting a lot longer. Imagine, I had fussy cutted my image in advance. Can you imagine had I not? I don't know how some of you crafters do it, and I'm saying this and I'm thinking of especially her, Marta, where she makes whole videos and in less than an hour. That includes the fussy cutting. Oh my goodness, Marta, how do you do it? I fussy cutted my image in advance and I'm still an hour in and I'm not done. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about my emergency crafting kit, but I honestly don't think that's what took the most time. I'm wondering how I'm gonna timestamp this one, if any, because the last video I think I made was I was showing 2 books, and then I crafted things for junk journals. So I was able to timestamp, you know, the showing of the journal and then the actual crafting. So it was a tag, and then I made a journaling card. Oh, and a pocket. So that's easy to timestamp. Then people can just jump to whatever part they actually want to see. But this is just like, how do we timestamp this, you know? So I guess I won't, and I'll let you fast forward with your remote or with your button on the phone or whatever it is you use. Because not everything can be easily timestamped, I find. There you go. Almost done, almost done. Almost done, I think. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how long I'm taking. But at the same time, it's not a race, but this is YouTube, and the average how do I say, attention span is getting shorter and shorter every day. I think that's because of Instagram showing tiny, 1-minute video, and boom, the whole craft is done. People want to see the results right now. But this type of crafting, I don't think, sometimes you can, go faster, of course, but I think this is something you should enjoy the time you're taking, right? Yeah, this is coming along. I kind of like it. I'm not sure about this. I don't dislike it, actually. I kind of like the lines it created, but I'm thinking a tiny bit darker even. So this time I'm just going to put the color on the brush and go like this without hesitation. There. I just think this part should be a little darker. There. Just gonna let it dry and see after. But now I'm thinking this is too light as well. So hold on. That's what happens, right? You keep just a little more, just a little more, a little more, and then it's everywhere. So, because I'm looking on my phone, the camera, which is my phone, to see what it looks like from that angle. And then I look away without the phone and I like it. So it's different on camera than what I see, but it's all nice though. Okay, so this is done. This is done. She's done. I think I need some shadow under this flower, so I might just bring this. I was trying to create an angle for you. So I'm going to color around the flower here. And then I did want to add some gold on her. At least on her, or maybe splatters on my page. That's also a nice option. So, we'll see. Right now, I just want to do the shading here. I've gone silent. There. I'm trying to figure out while I'm doing this, where do I want the gold, right? I'm trying also to figure out the angle for you guys to see without all the glare. And this is really poor lighting I have here, so bear with me. Now I do think, I can hear the saw outside cutting wood. Like I said, they're doing their patio, so I understand. do this at the beginning of the season, and they just moved in the lot next to me, so I understand they have things to do. Last year it was us building our patio because we were new to this lot, so it's okay. It's just that I wish it wasn't right now as I'm trying to, you know, record. So, oops, hold on. Okay, so I'm done with the shading. I did finish off camera simply because I thought I pressed record after pressing pause for something else, and I did not. So, but it's okay. You saw most of it. I just finishing touches here and there. So now I have the gold here, and I'm wondering if it will show, and I'm worried because I don't want to ruin it. You know, like, I don't know. I see polka dots here, but let me get you closer. Oh, you can see it. How about I put some golden polka dots on her wings, which already have, but I'll make them in gold. But I really wish I had my gold flakes from the last craft, because I honestly think I would be putting gold everywhere. Everywhere. I'm even thinking this should have been gold instead of white. Let me see if I can go over. Now, good luck for it holding, because this is technically acrylic. The white, I mean, and now I'm trying to go over it with gold. I hope I'm not ruining this whole thing, because then I'll have to delete the whole video. But if you see this, I guess I did not. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a gold reflection instead of the white reflection. Oh my goodness, now here I go. Help me. Oh, I should have, you know what? Oh yeah, I should have thought of this before. I don't dislike the gold. Right? It would have been better had it not have this white acrylic underneath. Why didn't I think of that before? And I have much better gold at home, clearly. This is just an emergency gold. What is she talking about, emergency gold? Yes, everybody has emergency gold, no? Okay, well, I don't dislike it. So why don't I just keep going? I'll cover the white with the gold. Just like, I don't know if you heard that. Sorry, that was my stomach. It's my little belly. Maybe telling me I need a little snack of some sort. What was I going to say with that? Yeah, just like maybe, oh, okay, hold on. I'm going to back up the camera because now you're not seeing what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I didn't realize this. I don't dislike the gold. Now, again, I wish I would have thought of this before adding the white, because now I'm kind of fighting the white. But gold on the lighter side, you know, where the light would hit, and the bark where there's darkness. I am not disliking this, since this is a magical world. I mean, let's not forget, we are talking about a fairy here, you know. So yes, gold is fine. Oh, let me see. Now, it won't be perfect. I should probably just like use this video as my personal practice and make another, but I don't know. I'll see how the editing goes. And you know, I mean, I am a YouTuber, but do every project that I do have to be perfect? No. I am also a learner. I learn too. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm the only one, but I actually really like it. I don't know why. I just love it. Is it just me? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know why. I just love it all of a sudden. Wow. I really do. I'm going to put some gold here. I cannot forget her other beautiful little wing. Oh, I love it. I wish the angle was better. I do hope it's not too bad. I'm trying to like move the lighting, but at the same time you need to see. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is better. I will try and find a way to have better lighting for you for when I'm at the campground. I'm not making any promises because I can't, you know, it is a small trailer, as I said, and I will give you a tour very soon. I could have done that today, but the video is long enough. Tell me if you'd like that. I can make you visit my campground. I'll show you, you know, where I am all summer. How about a few lines of gold in your hair? Very subtle. Oh, very subtle. Good luck. Hold on. A pen would be better, but I'm gonna try and be very careful. And you have to whisper. I find it helps when you whisper. Is it strange? It's like I have to lower my voice. It's like when you're looking for an address and you're driving, you have to turn the music off. Same thing. Oh, look at her with blonde in her hair. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, I love her. I can't wait to have the real fairy book. And I know that it's been said on her videos, Marta said that some people said, you know, they weren't fairy people. Hello, I am not a fairy person at all. I made one fairy journal. I mean, I liked it. It was fine. I just, needed to explore another, how do you say, another style. But it was like, okay, that's it. Thank you. I'm done. But now, oh, Marta, you've got me addicted to fairies. It's so cute. Look at her. I gotta put a tiny bit more on her dress. Oh my gosh. This is going a whole other direction. Like, I thought maybe, gold here and there and a few splatters, and that's it. I'm gone. But now I'm taking a lot of time. Oh my goodness. This video is longer than I thought. I hope you're still with me, and if not, I understand. I totally understand. I'm gonna make the little dots a little smaller on her dress. Just like that. Oh, wow. And maybe some gold here. Oh my goodness, what is it about the gold? I love it so much. Wow. Now, I hope I don't overdo it, but I feel that this leaf here, or petal, needs a tiny bit of a trim of gold. And here I go again with the whisper. It's just because I'm trying to be delicate. For some reason, I make noises sometimes when I paint. Like, I don't know. Ooh, maybe a few. Oh, I don't want to ruin the middle though. I like that it's dark. But in the part that is not as dark, like this, what do you think? Might as well. I'm already in there. There. Just a tad, just a tiny bit. Wow. Who knew? I wasn't sure where I was going with this when I grabbed the gold, but... And it's funny, I've said that a few times when I've played with gold, making some journals. I always say I'm not a gold person. I'd rather like silver if you must, but usually it would be like the brush metal things or the rusted kind of gold, not gold, but I don't know, it's dark. It's metal, but it's dark. I don't know how to say it. And here I am with the gold, enjoying it. Maybe I'll put a tiny bit here, or maybe, oh my goodness, now I'm everywhere. But you know what? This is it. This is how it goes. You get inspired by something, right? I'll show you after. I know I'm at a weird angle. And I'm trying to be very delicate. I don't want to make them too, like the lines too wide. And I don't want to add gold everywhere, but just in certain spots I think it needs it. Oh my gosh. I'm putting way more than I expected, but it feels like my brush is saying, add some here. Don't forget this. How about this place? Okay, okay, I gotta stop. Oh my gosh. Oh, just a tad, just a more. Okay, I think I have to stop, but I don't know if you see. I might add some more tiny bit here. But I love the, oh, look, do you see this angle? The flower? How, oh my goodness. And look at her in her dress. And she has it in her hair. Oh, I might add some on the wing here. Okay, so if you stayed with me so far, thank you. I just went to grab these, which are quotes, and I thought these quotes are perfect for this little story here. And I finished the gold. I had to like pause because it was like beyond noise now. It was like really, really way too much. So here's the quotes I have chosen. I think it's very fitting. And you'll see when I add the last one. Because as I said, I like to make stories when I create these pages, right? It's like, it's a story. So I just want to see where I want to put this one, maybe here. So this would go a fairy tale. Oops, maybe I should put glue to glue it properly. I'll do it after. A fairy tale is never too far away. And then the last piece starts and it says once upon a time, because the story starts. I like the idea of that, right? I like it. So I'm just going to glue this better, like that. Gesso would be better, but because I put this watercolor already, the gold is watercolor. Like, had I thought of this, I would have gotten a gold gel pen and did this whole thing. But this just, I don't know, it just came to me as I was doing this. This I think will be the longest video I've ever done. If you are still with me, wow, thank you. Okay, so I do think this needs to be, you know, just highlighted somehow, but I don't want to go back with the Inktense. I think just a tiny bit of this should be enough to make it pop. And I'm not careful because it's just, I don't know if you understand what I'm doing. It's okay that it's not perfect. I like the idea of the, I don't know if it's, you say scribble, or how do you say it? Doodling, kind of. I mean, I'm not gonna doodle the whole page because we're done now, but just this, just a tiny bit, just to make these quotes pop. I will be a little more careful here, almost as if, again, the shadow, the darker part is on this side, if that makes sense. I could even have put gold on top since there's gold everywhere where the light is here, but I think you understand what I mean here when I say, you know, there's more shadow on this side. Oops, that was not intended. Now I might have to, I don't know if this will come off. Nope. This is like permanent marker. That's okay. It's not too bad. Okay. Like that. There. I like it. There we go. Wow. This took a lot longer than I imagined. However, oh, look at the gold. Oh, I wish the light, see, I'm going to move it for you because I really want you to catch the glimpse of gold I have put a little bit every, look at her dress and look at the flower. I think this was a good idea. I really love it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, the making of this art journaling page. I certainly enjoyed myself. I had no idea where this was going. And I'm quite happy with it. I like the idea of the gold. I will repeat this for sure in another project. But I mean, look, every time you move the page, you see all the gold. Wow. I think this was a great idea. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for staying with me the whole time. If you did find this video interesting, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. And yeah, leave comments and answer those few questions I asked along the way. I'm really curious to know you a little better. Every time I see comments, it really brings me a lot of joy, and I do reply to everybody. So again, thank you. I give you a great big hug from here in Nova Scotia, Canada. I do hope you are all happy, healthy, and safe. And as usual, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.